Happy Wednesday. We're going to be doing shipping orders. So we are going to be shipping out everything that sold yesterday on eBay, Poshmark. We might have a mercari today. I can't remember if we have a depop. I don't know. We'll find out. Spicy, what is up? What's going on? Welcome in, Stacey Hunter is here this morning. Hey guys, hey, what is good? How are we today? How are all of my friends here on YT and on the old TikTok? I just put up a new video over on our YouTube today, so if you guys want to check that out, it's a little snippet, it's a little short, little garage sale short. I'm going to be loading those up all week. So most of my reseller content, as far as like garage selling and stuff, is going to go up over on to YouTube, because y'all know I'm trying to build my hours over there. So I'm going to be putting a lot of that stuff over there. So make sure you guys are subscribed over to our YouTube. I also may or may not be working on a music video. Because I don't have enough things, why don't we just add something else in? So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see something absolutely ridiculous. We may or may not have wrote a song. So that is going to be over on YouTube. I'm going to be getting that up this week. And then we got a lot of garage sale stuff going on up over there. A lot of garage sale tips going on up over there. So make sure you guys subscribe over there if you haven't already. That's going to be where most of that stuff is going. And a huge thank you to, before we get started, for everyone that came out to our WN show last night. That was super fun. Thanks to everybody that came out. Congratulations to our winners as well. Gave away some Starbucks gift cards and gave away our buyer's appreciation was some toys and some David Bowie socks, because who doesn't want David Bowie socks? So thanks you guys for coming out. That was a lot of fun. I dressed up as a rabbit. I'm apparently wearing a rabbit again today. It's like an Easter theme, right? I don't know if AFI is Easter. We'll have to ask Davey Havoc about that. Suzanne, what's going on? 921 is here. Panda Girl in the house. Nifty. Is that Nifty? Nifty, are you watching me? Oh, no. Who is that over on YouTube? I'm trying to tell what your logo is. You have to let me know who you are. It looked like the Nifty logo for a second. I was like, is Nifty watching me on YouTube? Thank you for switching over to the YouTube. Everyone that switches over and watches this on YouTube, A, you're going to get a much bigger view of the room, but B, it really does help me, guys. I am determined. I am so relentlessly determined to get monetized over there. Even if I only ever make $1, it's like this goal that is in my head that I cannot stop thinking about doing. And I am one of those people that, like, when I get something stuck in my head that is a goal, I literally can't not try to accomplish it. It's like a, I don't know what it is. It's an OCD thing. Like, if I set my mind to something, I have to do it. So, anyways, that's what's happening. Yeah, so who is that over at YT? I can't tell who you are over there. Rena, good to see you. Phoebes, my Phoebes. Guys, I can't stop bragging about my Phoebes. Look at this amazing old school retro Y2K Jurassic Park vintage shirt. Look at how much better it looks, Phoebes, on this hanger than on these little hangers. Like, these are great for just regular stuff, but like when you've got stuff that's got a long shoulder, like, I love them so much. I'm so grateful that you sent me these. You have no idea. I cannot get over the fact that you did that. R2D2 is your favorite? Okay, ready? There's your R2 for the day. Good morning. I don't know if that was good or bad, but it's something. Suzanne, what are you doing? Yes, Phoebes, I'm so incredibly appreciative. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started, guys, on all of our sales here. So we're going to start on eBay. We always start on eBay. For those of you that have not joined me before, I will let you know why. So on eBay, if you, for any reason, sold two things. So let's say I sell a shirt on Poshmark and I sell a shirt on eBay. I'm always going to cancel that order on Poshmark and I'm going to send it out on eBay, because eBay are crazy about you canceling orders. They do not like it. They will always try to penalize you for it. And so therefore, if I have an order, I'm going to always try to ship it out on eBay. Now, I will say this. Y'all know I've been using Nifty now for our cross listing and our delisting and our sales detection for, I guess, a couple, maybe a month and a half now. I think it feels like that's about right. Maybe 2 months. It might be 2 months now. So we've been using it full time for that. And guys, I am telling you this right now, knock on wood, I have not had anything double sell. Nifty seems to be outrageously reliable when it comes to delisting an item. So like if I've sold an item on Poshmark, it delists it from all my other platforms, or if I sell it on eBay, it delists it from all my other platforms. So whatever sorcery they've got going on over there, it works really well. You guys know I was with Vendu before Nifty, and that was one of my biggest qualms, was I just kept double selling stuff. And so I was canceling mercari orders and I was canceling Poshmark orders all of the time. It was happening at least once a week, if not more. And so I'm so crazy grateful. Nifty, Niha, what is your magic? I don't know, but it works amazing. So Elizabeth said, made my day. I was having a rough time. Oh, what's wonderful. Perfect. Yay. I love that. Phoebes, thank you for going over there. Guys, seriously, good. I'm glad that I could help make your day a little bit better. Guys, you know what? That's what we need to do for each other, right? I mean, we live in a tough world. So, Kate, what is up? I see you, Phoebes. Thanks, you guys, for switching over. Hey, I'll take all the time I can get over there. I'm going to do it, you guys. I'm going to get monetized. I'm going to prove that it can happen, because a lot of people say, there's been a lot of chatter that people say, oh, it's too hard to get monetized now. You had to be there during like the 2017 or 18 era. Like you had to do that to get it. Now it's impossible. And I am going to prove that you can still do it. I'm going to prove you can still do it. Katie, what's going on? All right, let's get started here. So the first thing we've got is a shirt. Let's take a look here. Now, I just sold this one, so Justin may not have pulled this. Hey, honey, I think I sold something you hadn't pulled. I need SKU number 1592. Well, I don't know if he can hear me. Hey, baby, can you hear me? Justin! 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 He cannot hear me, so we're going to move to our next item. He must be in the other room. Okay, so we are going to get this shipped here. This is going to be 1610. Let's find our number. Perfect. Okay, so this is a Western Pearl Snap. Guys, Western Pearl Snaps just sell. They consistently sell for me. I don't think the Western trend is slowing down anytime soon. It'll end like all things, but I think that it's going to be a minute. So this right here is an Old Navy Western Plaid Pearl Snap, short sleeve button up, vintage fit, size medium, cowboy shirt, super cute. I picked it up for $1 at a garage sale, and it sold for $11.70 over on the Bay. We're going to go ahead and get our shipping label for this here and get this in the bag. We got to get some stickers out. This person is going to get this cute little panda that's like, oh, you can't see me. And we're going to put it in the bag. Vicky! Vicky's here. How is my Vicky? Haven't seen you in a minute, and we've missed your personality on here. Hello, Vicky. Hey, Rachel. Here's a little song for you today. You guys always know I got a song in my heart. I wake up with a song in my heart. I go to bed with a song in my heart. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning with a song in my heart. However, I have been using this Spotify playlist. It's like this ADHD Delta Wave Zen Tone sleep thing. I have to Justin's face. I was explaining what the sounds sound like. The delta waves that we're listening to at night. Ready? Tell me if it's a good impression. It
sounded like that, I would never sleep.
It's true. Were you in the bathroom? I thought so. It's like, Dajin! I sold an item. Give me a second.
Good for you.
All right, let's get a label first. We're going to get a label first. We're going to make this handsome man wait. You're just going to sit there and stare at the back of my head while I do this. Vicky, put up the music notes. Curious, when you sell something for $11.70, what do you actually clear eBay? Seems to take too much. So for me, I would say 1170 is definitely lower than something that I would normally like to get. Most of my average items sell for around 36 is my average. So every once in a while I'll get these kind of little low balls. I would say when it comes to something like this, I'm probably going to get like maybe 925. It took me a very small time to photograph. I'm using the Nifty AI listing, so I had it write the listing for me. This is something I picked up quite a while ago. So I don't know if you've been with me on this adventure, but I have this garage hoard from when I first started sourcing that I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I don't know that I'd pick up an old Navy Pearl snap now, but I did at the time. And so 1170 is low. So maybe 950 on this. Definitely nothing to like get excited about. But it's 950 and it took me really honestly like no time. It's clean. I can photograph an item in about 60 seconds. Nifty does the listing for me, so all said and done, my time investment is maybe like 6 minutes into this. So 6 minutes for $8, $9, not too bad. So this is going to Jeff in Virginia. Now, at the beginning when I did this though, definitely took me a lot longer to do that. So I would say my hourly wage doing reselling when I first started was probably about $1.50 an hour. Because you're new and it takes you a long time to do stuff. And you just got to get good at stuff. As Ninja would say, get good, kid. We all get good, but it's just a matter of put enough time in that you just get better and faster at it and stuff like that. So that is the long-winded answer to that one. I'm an auditor and we've been so busy, so haven't been able to see TT. Oh my gosh, Vicky, you have been busy then. So that means that you will not be busy after like the 15th probably. So, oh my goodness. My aunt is a bookkeeper. And so it's like from January 1st to like the 15th of April, she's like MIA. And then it's like the 16th of April comes along and she's like, okay, I'm a human again. My favorite album, Chris, agreed. Clutchy, amazing. I actually got Davey Havoc to dedicate a song to me the last time we saw them in Seattle a couple years ago, and got the set list from him as well. So, when you up there rail riding and you're singing every song and it's like 17. Anyways, yeah, so agreed. Great album. Great album. Love me some AFI. Okay, so this is that shirt that Justin just got me. This is another little small sell. This is a little Anne Klein. We picked this up for $1 at the, when we went thrifting. And stuff like this, again, is, this only sold for $12, but the amount of time it took me to do this is negligible because I spent $1 on it. There's more of these for sale. So Nifty pulled up immediately what the title and everything was, filled everything in for me. 5-minute time investment into this probably. And made 12 on this, so probably made closer to like 1050 or something, 950 with our original investment. So not a huge sell, but you know what? All of that adds up. All right, we're gonna print this straight out of eBay as well because it is only 5 ounces, and boom, done. They paid $5.99 for shipping. We're paying $4.62, so we made our original $1 back. And this is going to Lisa in North Carolina. Raise up, take your shirt off, twist it around your head like a helicopter. Whoa, I almost hit my fan. As Justin says, always, she's dangerous in any room. Yeah, sales have been good, Vicky. I'm selling the most on eBay for sure. eBay continues to be my #1 seller. Depop rivaled it for a very, very, very long time. But I think this is what I think. I think so many of the people that were buying on Depop have moved over and are buying stuff live on Whatnot. I mean, Whatnot is so hot and it's so huge and so many people are purchasing stuff. You got so many t-shirt rows over there now. And so a lot of people are purchasing all that stuff live now, just because they get better deals for shipping. Really, honestly, that's a big part of it. So where Depop used to rival eBay, it just doesn't anymore. It's definitely kind of more of like a back burner seller for me. I would say eBay is my #1, followed by probably Poshmark, and then Depop, and then Mercari. But Mercari is just, I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I list on there. Sometimes I feel like if it wasn't for Nifty just doing it for me and me not needing to put any effort in, I probably wouldn't, because it's just so few sales over there. Okay, next thing we've got here, got a whole bunch of like small nickel and dime sales this morning. So this is a double-sided Denver Broncos flag. This is another thing I picked up a very, very long time ago. I am a Broncos fan, so which is probably why I was interested in picking it up. I know everyone's like, you're a Broncos fan? That's rough. Guys, I'm from Colorado originally. And so I picked this up. I would not pick this up now, though. So this was one of those garage sale items from the Horde that I picked up forever ago. It only sold for $9.50 over on eBay. I probably paid $1 for it. Was it worth picking up? Absolutely not. It has been in my inventory forever. SKU number 186, you guys. I think I'm close to 17. We're at like, I got a bag here that says 1765. So that tells you how long this thing has been in my inventory. So this is one of those, like, I'm happy to see it go. Thank you so much, Broncos, for all of the entertainment and the frustration throughout my life and moving right along. So this is going to John in Colorado. He paid $5.99 for shipping. We're paying $4.57. We made our original investment back for a total profit of about $8.50. So definitely lower than I want to get. But you know what? Like I said, these add up. JT, what is going on? I'm trying to do videos. Can you keep it down? Absolutely not, JT. It'll never happen. She can't be silenced. Her voice must be heard. Auntie's here. What's up? Auntie came to our whatnot last night. Auntie scored some good stuff. Dude, some of those Build-A-Bears you got, by the way, are like legit vintage nice. Like amazing. Yeah, WN really is fire. My Depop buyers never pay. Katie, that happens. Depop is, I always say Depop is a social media platform that just happens to sell clothes. And that's really what it is. People just want to go in there and window shop, hang out, ask questions, all that kind of stuff. So, JT, welcome back to the team. Auntie, I did it. No, did you get a video up? I did not see. Guys, I got done with the WN, ate dinner as fast as I could last night, got my videos ready for this morning, and then just literally crashed. I always, after those WN shows, I crashed. I got up this morning, and then I was like, I'm running late. So I had to like run around, get everything. So I haven't done nothing. I caught 14 seconds of Southern's Go Live. Responded to JT on something, and that was literally it. That's been the day so far. All right, next up, we've got a Torrid jacket. This is a little Torrid pebble gray quilted moto jacket. What's great about this kind of stuff is AI just found it, found the title, found everything for me, and I was able to just put in my keywords. I was able to put in my pricing, and then moving right along. So picked this up for $1, and it sold for $25 over on the Bay. Auntie says, yes, I found 3 rings and a lot I got from Double D. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that. Yeah, I tried to find Double D's whatnot last night to be able to raid, but it wasn't popping up for me. So we wound up doing somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but Nikki, what's going on? Nikki, how are we today? G-Hippie's here. Auntie, that's amazing. I love those finds, guys. We all are a bunch of trash pirates, and we love it, right? All right, here we go. Putting this in here. Now, this is going to be over £1, so we are going to go ahead and go over to Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is always less expensive for me to ship because I do flat rate shipping, which means I pick a price, and then I get a label over on Pirate Ship, and then I get to keep the difference. So I love doing that. Little extra money helps to pay for our garage sailing addictions. So this is going to June in Michigan. So June paid $25. We're going to go ahead and copy this address, and then we're going to go right over to the old Pirate Ship. We're going to get a label, you see. And here we go. Huge shout out to JT and Ford and Barry D and Lion Creek and Jim and all of the amazing people that are helping me do some TT shop videos. Like, Why not, right? We all got to make a little extra income. We all got to be doing a little hustling. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time and the love and the care to give me all the great advice. I've got a whole notebook full of notes I've taken from these guys. So I really appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. Really, seriously, like person, human to human, I appreciate you guys. Okay, so getting rates on this one. What do we got? Looks like we have, drum roll please, we're going to pay $7.56 for a label. And then we're going to take a look and see what they paid. I'm guessing I probably did $8.99 would be my guess. But we'll take a look here. We're going to print this out for our good friend June. And get this sent out. I love that name. And it's a great month. It's the month of my birthday. I'm a June baby. All right, so this is going to go to the UPS. And moving right along, let's take a look here. So we're going to go pop back over to eBay. So June paid $8.99. So we made about $1.57, paid for our original investment. And then this one sold, like I said, for $25. Probably could have gotten $29 if I wanted to sit around on it. But I don't sit on stuff, guys. I am a turn and burn seller. I will always undercut. I will always sell something less for less than the person next to me. Because that's called business. So I will always do that. Okay, next thing we've got is a pair of heels. I picked these up at a garage sale for $2, and I wrapped them like this because they are patent leather, and I did not want them to touch each other in our inventory and scuff each other up. The number one way that shoes get ruined when shipping isn't so much because the post office was rough. Most of the time, it's because the shoes were touching each other during the shipping process. So these are our little 9 West sexy lady heels. Fun fact about me, I literally can't stand in a high heel. I literally cannot stand in a high heel. When I was doing modeling for pinup, they would always have to put me in chairs because when I would like do a pose and I tried to stand in heels, I would be like this, and so the camera couldn't snap the thing. So most of the pictures I have from back when I was doing that are all of me sitting on chairs or leaning on something, leaning against something, like, leaning against a wall or something, because I just can't stand, I don't have any balance. I ain't got no balance. Okay, so when I sell shoes too, I always make sure to stuff the toes. We do not want the toes to crumple in shipping. We do not want that. Crumpling shoes is bad. LG, how are we today? What do we got going on over at the YouTube? You guys are quiet. Quiet on the YT today. Quiet on the YT today. All right, so we're going to get these stuffed in there. And there's something psychological, too, about someone getting a pair of shoes and it's got, like, the paper in it. I think that just helps the person to feel like, the shoes are even newer than what they thought. So we're just going to put some little paper in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and foam wrap these. I am going to paper wrap them a little bit as well. So when it comes to patent leather, you want to make sure... Just a second. Okay. When it comes to patent leather, you want to make sure that you're not just having straight up bubble wrap or anything plastic touch it, because the condensation from the environment and the humidity can actually stick that plastic to it. And then if someone goes to pull and the item isn't really well made, there's just a lot of issues that can go wrong with patent leather. So I usually wrap my patent leather in a little bit of paper first, and then I'm going to wrap it in foam. Other shoes, I just do straight up foam. But like I said, with these, I always do it this way. I've sold a ton of patent leather. I've repaired a lot of patent leather using the stuff here that I've showed you guys before. The Angelus High Gloss Acrylic Finisher. It is up in our link tree in our bio. This is what you use to make patent leather look new again. So a lot of times at garage sales, I'll see other resellers, and they'll pass on a lot of the patent leather shoes because it'll have like a little scuff because they don't realize that they can fix it. So I sell a lot of patent leather. So we're just going to wrap these up here, snuggle these cute little shoes up, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap them in some foam. So I've got a rule when it comes to shoes. If you buy a pair of shoes from me and they come in a box, I ship them in a box. If you buy a pair of shoes from me and they're over $100 or really close to $100, I'll put them in a box and ship them to you. If they're $100, they're getting the foam wrap treatment. I have sold hundreds and hundreds of pairs of shoes at this point, and to this day, I still have not had anybody complain about their shoes getting injured or not arising correctly. Now, if this was not patent leather, I would have just done this in the foam right away. And if you're over on YT, I'll actually change your camera angle so you can see how I'm doing this. Give me just a second here, and that way you guys can see how to do this. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, so if you're on YT, you should be able to see this now. What's up, Creekside? Super duper. Yay! Do you know how to fix a dent in Doc Martens toe box? Yes. So what you're going to want to do is you want to take a blow dryer, a little bit of heat, little blow dryer, and a wet rag. Get the leather a little bit wet. So take the rag, get it a little bit wet, kind of blow dry. What you're trying to do is basically heat the leather up, but you want to add a little bit of moisture to it when you're doing that. Otherwise, the leather will just stay, you know, like this, like hide does. And so if you can use a little bit of a damp cloth or a little bit of like water in a spray bottle and just kind of heat that up. Then what I do is I take a washcloth, I roll it up and I shove it down in the toe. I do the same thing with Nikes for like the toe creases. Shove that down into the toe box and then just keep working it up. Keep heating it up, keep working it up. And then there is a great, incredible, I was just using it because I was actually just doing shoes. Where did I put it? Here it is. There is a great Doc Marten leather conditioner that you can get. This is the only one I use. This is the only one I recommend. To clean, I use the Wyman's, but this is a great conditioner. And it comes with a little sponge at the top and a little container. And then what I do is I just swipe in here, and you can work the leather a little bit with this stuff too. So I have fixed quite a few Docs that way. But really, it needs to get hot, and it needs a little bit of moisture. Just make sure you're not using, obviously, rubbing alcohol, or acetone, or anything like that. Don't use a bunch of chemicals on it because it'll ruin it and it'll actually take the color out. People do that with the Cherry Bomb Docs all the time. You'll see them faded because they've used the wrong cleaner. Is there a way to get the stain off patent leather? It depends on the stain, Katie. So if it's a smudge, a lot of times you can get it off with just like a really, really soft little rag and like just a little bit of Dawn dish soap. Sometimes you can peel that scuff off if it's out scuffed. If it's internally scuffed and the actual patent leather is gone, like the shine is gone, then you can use this stuff here, the high gloss finisher with a little bit of a paintbrush. I need to do a video on this to show you guys how to use this, but use a little bit of a paintbrush on it and it'll bring that shine back. Now, if it's an actual stain, let's say it's a pair of hot pink patent leather shoes, it got a scuff and there's a stain internally in that, that might be a little bit tougher. You could take a Q-tip and a little bit of Dawn dish soap, kind of get it in there and try to clean a little bit. But sometimes if it gets scuffed underneath where that patent leather is, it can be difficult. So it's just one of those things you got to kind of experiment with. If it's something you already own, you might as well experiment with it. If you ruin it, whatever, you were going to throw it away anyways. You're so welcome. Okay, so we are going to roll these up here. Now, when it comes to high heels, I also do a little bit of a cap right where the heel is. So I will just take a little bit of foam and do it like this. Oh, and I just realized too, if you guys were on YT, you probably couldn't see what I was talking about. So I'll hold it down here for a second. So this is the stuff that I use. Like I said, it's in my link tree if you guys want to check it out. I found it from a really crazy old video from like a million years ago that someone had done. Like it's literally like a 10-year-old video. And that's how I learned. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little bit of foam here. I'm just going to wrap it around this heel cuff or around the heel edge because I do not want the heel to poke through. The most important thing with patent leather, though, is do not let your tape touch it. Whatever you do, do not let the tape touch it. If the tape touches the patent leather, when they go to peel it off, A, it can take the patent leather off. But B, it can Yeah, see, I don't even want to touch that to that. We're gonna wrap it like that. A, it can take the patent leather off, or B, it's gonna leave them with goo. And you know, as resellers, we obviously know how to get that goo off. We know how to get tape goo off, but most people are not gonna know how to do that. Most people don't have like Goo Gone and a blow dryer and you know all that stuff to just immediately take something off. That doesn't exist for most people. So most people won't know how to do that, and then you're gonna get a message that's like, or you're gonna get a review that's like, I love the shoes that I got, but for some reason they have this residue on them and I don't know how to get it off. And you know, you're gonna get a negative response because of that. Okay, then we're gonna take our shoes here and wrap them just like this. So I'm just gonna kind of snuggle them together. We're going to get our saran wrap. And here we go. Now, why would I go through this instead of doing a box? So I tell you what, I can charge them as though I was shipping these through as in a box, meaning I can charge them the higher shipping price, but then I can send them like this. So I'm actually going to make, depending on where these go, but I am probably going to make at least $2 to $3 just doing this. Now, if you're not getting this foam for free like I am, you probably want to use something different. You probably would not want to use this foam. But I get this foam for free through a connection I have made, because that's what it's all about. And so I don't mind doing that. So once I do that, I'm going to tape down all of these edges here. And basically what I've done is I've made a box, except I've made a box out of foam. And by doing it this way, it is going to cut my cost of shipping down. Last thing I do with high heels is I make sure wherever the heel is that I get a little bit of extra tape over where the heel is so that the heel can't puncture out. And then I think we are good. I'm just checking everything, making sure there's no edges, and that's it. So that is going to cost me so much less money to ship those like that than it would if I was doing this in a box. I can make a little extra money, and the person doesn't realize, you know, that they could have got them any other way, right? Another seller might have put them in a box, but another seller may not have made that extra $2. I paid $2 for these shoes at a garage sale, so I'm absolutely going to make my money back with shipping. We need to get a cute little sticker in here. Let's get a sticker. We'll do a little lipstick sticker, and throw this in a little thank you card. Here we go. You are so welcome. What's the box place to get boxes and bubble wrap? The best place? So I get my bubble wrap from Bubble Boy. I still think it's the least expensive. I have priced it out everywhere. I've priced out Small Amazon. I've priced out Home Depot. I've priced out U-Haul. I've priced out all of it. And American Bubble Boy still is the least expensive. It's the highest quality too, meaning you won't have to use as much. They do a lot of deals where they'll do like a free shipping, or they'll have like 15% or 20% off sales. I usually get mine like around Black Friday. A lot of times those companies will also run specials at about the same time that Smile Amazon is running their specials. So you just got to kind of keep checking back, keep kind of looking. And I still think it's the best place to get it. That's where I get it. My paper, I get from Smile Amazon. It's the least expensive there. And yes, I have priced it everywhere. It's the best quality for the best price there. And that is I believe that's up in my link tree on my bio. So take a look at that for the bubble wrap. When it comes to foam, I get it for free. The foam on Smile Amazon is outrageously expensive. I would not advise ordering it. But just go around to some local businesses, take in a little scrap of whatever, you want to get, and just say, hey, I'm a local business. I know you guys ship a lot of stuff out here. Maybe it's a furniture store or something. And I'm looking for shipping supplies. Do you guys have anything like this that you wind up throwing away that you don't use? I'd love to be able to take it and recycle it, reuse it. Like I said, I'm a small business in the area. Do you have anything like this? And that's kind of how I was able to get my connection with foam, was just by asking somebody. So that's my best advice when it comes to that. When it comes to boxes, I get all of my boxes for free. So I either source it from neighbors, getting stuff their Amazon boxes, or I am going to go to Dollar Store, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, anywhere that has little boxes. And a lot of times you can just pull up back behind the dumpster and just load the boxes in. Depending on the store, sometimes I'll ask, but I love the hardware store ones because they are literally, a lot of times there's no writing on the outside of it, but they're just like these perfect little boxes. They fit hats and all sorts of stuff. So the website for the bubble wrap is American Bubble Boy. That is one of my favorite. I'm going to make myself a note. I should probably put that as a link in my bio for you guys too, because they, like I said, they are the ones I recommend. I just think that they're the best. Let me make myself a little note here. Where is I don't have a notebook, so we're going to use the edge of this paper because this is the life I live. So link for American Bubble Boy. Like I said, it's the best quality I have found. I don't know if anyone else feels differently, but it's the best I have found. Yep. You are welcome. All right, moving right along here. Let's take a look. Ooh, Phoebes is working on spring decor. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here is the shoes. Let's go ahead and get the shipping label on these. So this person, I got these for $2. They sold for $51 over on eBay. These are going to John in Texas, so shipping's going to be even cheaper. So check this out. This is why I take the time to wrap them in bubble wrap. This person paid $10.99 for this. Why'd they pay $10.99? Because that's what everyone else is charging for shipping. So we are going to copy this. We're going to go over to, so keep this in mind, they paid $10.99 for shipping. I'm going to go over to my labels here. We're going to go over to Pirate Ship, where we know we're going to get a great deal. Put the address in. We are going to do padded envelope. So we're going to do 12 by, I do 11. 11 by 8. And then we are at 1 pound. We're going to go 7 ounces. It's really close to 7 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and round that up just in case, just being safe. And we are going to pay $6.04 for shipping. They paid $10.99. So I made $4.99 to ship that. Is it worth it for me to take the time to put that in bubble wrap and not in a box? You're dang straight. You're dang straight on that one. Frenchie, what is going on? How is my friend the Frenchman today? All right, so we're going to get these sent out to our friend John here. And we'll get these printed, print, and boom. I said a boom, chicka boom. I said a boom, chicky boom. I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom. Okay. One more time. All right, going here, done, boom, ding. Next, she says, what other wares shall we ship today? All right, put the tracking number in here, paste, boom, save, continue. And here we go. All right, next thing we've got is a hoodie. This is a 2018 Air Jordan Jumpman full zip hoodie, sweatshirt, jacket, black, size extra large, streetwear. The bag could not fit it, as we could see. So this is what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and make this look just a tiny bit nicer, because you know what? Impressions are important. So I am just going to put a little bit of bubble wrap over this a little bit of saran wrap over this before I send this, just because it looks a bit on the not well cared for situation. So we're just going to put a little bit of saran wrap there. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, but that looks a little bit better. And I get my saran wrap from Smile Amazon. I buy it in bulk. I looked the last time I ordered this. So I thought I had ordered some in 2023. The last time I ordered the saran wrap was 2022. So you can get it in bulk over on the Smile Amazon store. There is a linky in my bio for that. It lasts forever. You get tons of course, my piece of paper went in that. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. You get a whole bunch of rolls of it. So you get a whole bunch of these big thick rolls, and then you get the little handle things that come with it. And it has lasted so long. I cannot believe I'm still on that first section of it. That is absolutely insane to me. So I'm gonna wrap this in. So we paid $1 for this at a garage sale, and it sold for $40.50. This is one of those things I got tons and tons of offers on. But it was like, I'm not going below $40. I know what I got. I know it's a super hard to find hoodie. And we're selling it for $40. Annie, what is good? How is my Annie today? My Annie, Bonanny, Bonana, Bana, Bo Fanny, Fee, Fi, Fo, Manny. Annie, Well, if the first two letters are ever the same, you drop them both and say the name. I said, oh, Manny. I don't know where that came from, but it's there. NMBBs. What's up? All right, so we're going to get this shipped off. This is going to go into pirate ship as well because it is over a pound. And that is our rule. That's our rule, and we're sticking to it. So this is 1.7. We're going to go. This is going to Juan in Florida. Juan in Florida is going to get a hoodie. He's so excited to get this hoodie. Okay, and we are in a poly bag, and we are 10 by 10 by, what is our weight? 10. Our weight is 1 pound, 7 ounce. 1, 7, boom, done. Girl, I just got back from the bins. It was crazy. Almost a brawl. I need a break sipping on coffee. Girl, that's what I'm worried about going to those bins. I'm worried about going and like people like being in my space and touching me. I don't want anyone to touch me. I don't want anyone to touch me. If you guys know anybody that has like neurodivergency things, like people touching you and like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm terrified of it. It's so silly, right? Okay, we're gonna buy this label. So, J1 paid $8.99. We're paying $7.34. We're gonna buy this label and ship it on its way. Kylie, what are you doing? What are you doing, Miss Kylie? Good gravy. All right, printing this out and sending it out to our new friend here in Florida. Florida's getting a hoodie. Florida's getting a hoodie. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe that Florida's getting a hoodie? Do 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 do. Believe it or not, I've only made it 8 sips in my coffee today. I know it doesn't sound like it, but it's truly the way that it goes. All right. Okay, here is this. Here is that. And we're going to copy this, bring it over, put on our tracking number, and then we will move on to our next item. We had a busy day. We sold a lot of stuff yesterday. Payday. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can't wait to get up there with some of those ballers are like, I sold 86 items this week. And I'm like, good Lord. Get it. I love it. All right. Next thing we've got here is a pair of Levi's because, you know, we always ship Levi's. This is number 1666. No. All right. We're going to send these out. And these are definitely going to get a pirate ship shipping label. 2021 Levi's 513 Slim Straights, dark wash jeans, men's 3632, classic indie rock. We are going to send these out to our friend Tom in New York. New York, New York. Start sending the jeans. We're sending today. We've got to get our friend Tom some jeans today. He wants them dark wash. He wants the Slim Straights. We're sending these out to Hyde Park, New York, New York. We're going to send him a elephant sticker. We're also going to send him a thank you card. We're going to wrap these up and make them as small as we can so we can make some extra money on shipping. So start sending the jeans. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We are at, 11 by 9 by, what is our weight? 1.8 on these. Our friend Tom paid $8.99 for shipping. We are paying $8.77 for shipping. New York's one of those places I don't tend to make a lot on shipping, but I don't ever lose anything. Unless I mislabel something, which has happened before, for sure. So, yo, God, what's up? Auntie says it's cold and rainy here in Michigan. You know what? It is warm and rainy here in Texas. It has been raining all day today. 90 in Florida, so no hoodie for you. 90 in Orlando. Oh, my gosh. That's warm. Yeah, we haven't gotten, on garage sale day, so by the end of garage sale day on Saturday, which we had finished the day off in a thrift store, so it was fine, but it got warm. I mean, it got to like 88, 89. That's nothing though. When you guys see me out garage selling in August here, and my hair is wet, and I'm literally dripping sweat and earning every single thing I'm getting, because it's so stinking hot, That's always fun to see, right? I don't know why some resellers don't focus on jeans this season. They sell all year round. Jeans sell all year round. There's a lot of people that just don't, that straight up don't wear shorts. Like, there is a ton of people that even, I mean, because we've lived down in Florida. We spent a lot of time in Florida. And, I mean, 50% of the people walking around are walking around in jeans. You've also got people that are working inside, so they need to wear jeans. They're not going to, like, wear shorts to work. Unless you're me when I work and I always wear shorts. Except today, I don't know. It felt like a leggings day. It felt like a leggings day today. I don't know why, but I was like, I feel like wearing leggings today. God says, I'm at work and they didn't give me my mini birthday cake yet. What? Oh my goodness. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy birthday, you are special. You're getting older and so much better. We all want to sing to you because you deserve a birthday song. So happy freaking birthday, you are special. I hope that makes up for you not getting a birthday mini cake. I don't know if it does, but all right. Next up here, we're going to bring this over and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Pasting that, moving over, saving and continuing. Saving and continuing. All right, next thing was something I picked up that was kind of obscure. And it is a BMW Performance Driving School polo shirt. So it says BMW Performance Driving, but it's a school. So I picked it up because I was like, why not? It was $1 at the thrift store when we were doing dollar days. And so it sold for $12. It is nothing crazy, but $12 is $12. I mean, if I can pay $1 for it, make a little bit on shipping, I'm happy. And this is going to William in California. Yeah, that was yesterday. People thought I was joking. Oh my gosh, if your birthday is April Fool's Day, I'm sure a lot of people probably always think you're joking that it's your birthday. I saw so many April Fool's Day stuff this year. It's weird. Like, some years I won't see anything online about it at all, but I saw so many. By the way, guys, not April Fool's Day. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. I was like, I mean, he definitely had like a hard kind of end of his life, like really tough stuff, but I loved him. He'll always be my Huckleberry. And my mom especially literally was like in love with that actor, like so hardcore. I think she watched The Saint like 387,000 times. She watched Batman, anything he was in, she watched till the ends of the earth. And she just loved him. So hopefully their spirits are off dancing somewhere together and having a good time. That's all we can hope for, right? Okay, so this is going to be 12 ounces, and we're going to go ahead and see what we're going to ship this for. So we're shipping this for $5.49. They paid $5.99, made about 50 cents on this. All said and done, made about $10 on this little puppy. Not bad. I mean, it was such an easy list. I was like, anything that says like BMW or Ferrari or Porsche or anything like that, Mustang, anything like that, I will always pick up because it always sells just based on that word, right? So I will always pick those up. Cindy, how is Cindy today? Welcome in. Okay, so let's go back here, going to the post office. Moving right along, singing that same old song. Oh my gosh, guys, I got something I'm very excited about. I'm going to be doing a demo. I'm going to be giving an honest review on this. So you guys know I'm doing a lot of social media content. I'm trying to kind of do a little TikTok shop thing. We're entrepreneurs here. A streams of income. That's what we're doing, right? And so I've been waiting for this one to come out with the magnetic back so I can use it with the MagSafe on the back of my phone. So I can pop off the MagSafe. Oh, thanks for the heart. Lex, thank you. That makes me feel good. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for the dolphin, thank you. Oh my goodness. So I wanted to be able to have something where I could take my pop socket off and on, and I wanted it to be able to lay flat. So I am excited about that one. We'll see how it works. I've been trying to film videos. I don't even know where it is now. I had this little clip mirror thing, which is a great solution if you're wanting something just inexpensive for your phone. The problem is I use a thick boy case because I like that this back, I have this case that like slides over my camera so my camera won't get damaged because that's a little thicker. And so every time I went to put that mirror on, that sucker would be like, I'd be in the middle of filming and be like, bloop, bloop, bloop. I probably have like 100 videos of me being like, dirt, like that thing falling off over and over. Thanks so much for the compliment. Hey, there's always time for fun, right? Opal, what's going on? Anyways, that was a little side note, but I am very excited I got that. We'll see. Okay, next one is going to be a super banger. This is, if you guys are over on my IG, you probably saw this. This is a Slipknot hoodie. It's a made in the USA. It's by a company called the Brooklyn Projects. It is a front and back. It is an absolutely sick, disgusting, incredible hoodie. If you want to see what the whole thing looks like, if you go over to my IG, which is just NiceComps, you'll see the whole thing over there. So true story. I'm at Goodwill, which you guys know I literally never source there. I've been to our Goodwill twice in the last, we've lived here almost a year and a half now, and I've been 2 times. So I'm over there though. I wanted to go in. I wanted to see if it was still as bad as I remembered it. It was 1,000 times worse, but there was like 2 other resale t-shirt bros there. So they're over flipping through the t-shirts, and I watched one of them walk by. No, I watched both of them walk by. One of them kind of lightly looked at stuff. The other one just walked by. They did not see this. They did not stop. And I wound up getting this for like $5.99, and it sold for $63 on eBay. So, I mean, I get that they just want to sell t-shirts, but it's so weird to me that you wouldn't like just look. I don't know. That's just me, I suppose. But was then the flowers and butterflies over last night? No, those are the ones I wore last night were the cottage ones. The ones I want to get, and I need to order them. I need the monies. I need the monies. But I'm going to show you guys because I've had a couple people ask me about this now. So the ones that I want that I'm saving up for is these ones here. They are the gardening, I think it's gardening overalls. It's these new ones here. So these are the ones I want to get. Oh man, laggy. These ones right here. You guys have to see these. So cute. I know Spencer and I are addicted to these. These are the ones I want to get. They've got these crazy, awesome, like, white straps here. And they're the shorts one. And then they have, like, the little, like, total cottagecore look. Justin and I, it's so funny you mentioned that. We were talking about it when we got off because all my overalls now are big because I have changed sizes. And so all of my overalls are a large. And I'm like, what am I going to do? He's like, well, you could sell them and then buy some more. And I'm like, I can't sell these. So I think I'm going to, like, run them through the dryer, which I know is, like, so bad. But, like, I just love them so much. So I want to get those ones. And then they have another pair. They're really expensive. That's why I'm saving up for these. But they have another pair that are so cute, too. These are the other pair I want to get. They look like the plates. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's a certain pattern of plate, like that old vintage plate, and that's those ones. I just wish that they would... They're just so expensive. Anyway, so I'm going to have to order these. When I get these ones, I'm going to get them in a medium because my other ones were too big. But the only reason I took that time is because I've had multiple people ask me about it. They're like, I know you know about Duluth overalls. Which are the new ones? Which ones do people want? And I'm like, first of all, people want all of them. I have settings on my eBay, so if anyone lists Duluth women's gardening overalls, it sends me a notification. Because I literally would just live in those things. They're so freaking comfortable. And if you're someone like me that's like hot and sweaty all the time, it's really nice. So anyways, back to our Slipknot. Like I said, we paid, this is a 2XL. We paid $5.99 for it, and it sold for $63 over on eBay. We're going to put it in here, and here we go. Let's put this in here. They're going to get a cute little sticker here. That's adorable. I don't know what that is, but it's super, super cute. Super cute. This person's going to get this hoodie and be like, oh my God, this thing is sick. Like, there's certain things that you sell that you just know when someone opens it up, it's going to be even better than they originally thought it was going to be. And that's what this is. This is that shirt. This is the thing that they open and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. So this is going to Kimberly in Ohio. So terrorists and black Mayas. Terrorists and black Mayas. Yep, so this is going to Ohio. And we are definitely putting this in pirate ship because it is going to be over a pound. So let's take a look. So we are at $112 for this. And let's see what we're going to pay in shipping. So we've got, let's see, 10 by, we'll do 10 by 10, probably 10 by 9 on that. And then let's take a look here. And we are going to be at 1 pound, 12 ounces, and see what we got. When you first started, were you just breaking even and growing your store, or did you make good profit? So, Kay, when I first started, I was making only profit because I was selling stuff either from around my house or my mom had actually passed. And so I was selling a lot of her decor and a lot of her stuff that I didn't want to keep. I obviously kept what was important to me. And then the rest of it, you know, I can't furnish 2 homes. So I sold a lot of that. So my whole first experience doing this was just to get rid of that stuff. It wasn't even to make money. I had a completely different job. I was doing online marketing. And so this was not even in my future. Didn't even, guys, I had to create an eBay account to do this job. I thought eBay was for selling automotive parts. I'd never heard of Depop. I had never heard of mercari. I had a Poshmark account that I started back in 2016 or something. I'd never purchased anything. I'd never been on there. I didn't even know I had an account until I went to put my email in and it said you used a duplicate email. So I was just so green, so new. Now, from there, once I sold all of that stuff to now, it's a lot of investing. I invested a ton. I was going out every Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays and garage sailing. I would leave the house at 7:30 in the morning. I'd get back at 1. And I just sourced, hoarded. So I have that hoard now. So I still go out and source. I still go garage sailing. But I list so quickly now, and I'm doing whatnot, that I just need more and more inventory. So it kind of evens out. So at the beginning, all profit, then not much profit for quite a while. And now it's pretty much just all profit. And this is what Justin and I are doing full time, all the time. So, I mean, I have made $1.82 through social media. I know, big spender, watch out, coming through. You know, that's kind of how our journey's gone. When did you realize that this is what you wanted to do full time? Linda, you know what? That's a great question. So we're paying $8.48 for this. Let me answer that in just a second here. So we're paying $8.48 to ship this. This person probably paid $8.99. Yeah, $8.99. So our shipping is covered. And let's print this out for our good friend Kimberly in Ohio. So I'll tell you when I really knew. And it was actually my husband that pointed it out. So the position that I had through marketing was going to be ending. The company was going to be dissolving the position. And so I had an opportunity to either continue with my marketing career and transition and do another company, or do social media marketing, or do digital marketing. And there was kind of like a little transition period that I would have kind of got to choose kind of which direction I wanted to go. Here's the thing though. I wasn't having a whole lot of fun doing it, and I hadn't had a whole lot of fun doing it in quite a while. Like, I like doing online stuff. I obviously like being on here. I like doing social media stuff. I'm interested in it. But when you're doing it for someone else and you have to try to create things for them, it's not as fun as just getting a chance to be yourself. So I felt like I didn't get to just be charity as much. And I was stuck behind a computer all of the time, which I did not want to do anymore. And so my husband and I, we were also moving at the time. I had fallen and injured myself. It was all this stuff kind of happening at the same time, which I believe sometimes the universe throws things at you for you to get a little bit of a wake-up call. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So we had all of this stuff kind of going on at the same time, and I wasn't sure what to do. I wasn't sure, the smart financial thing would be to go into marketing, go back into marketing, get a job, get an hourly wage or get a salary or do commissions. That'd be the smart thing to do, right? Well, I didn't want to do the smart thing. I want to do something else. And so I was talking to Justin about it, and he's like, why don't you, oh, hi, honey. A second, guys. If he comes in, we got to give him a love. Hi, Jack. Hi, baby. Hi, my baby. Okay, go play. He looked at me one day and he said, why don't you just do reselling full time? And I'm like, well, I've thought about it and I want to do it and I really like it. I'm legit. And he's like, listen, I have never seen you consistently get up at 5:30 in the morning every Saturday, every Sunday, and be so excited that you can't sleep the night before because you don't know what you're going to find, and it's the thrill of the hunt. And I know you like being able to get things back into society that people have decided to throw away and giving things a second chance. And he's like, all of these things are the things you love. I don't remember you getting up at 5:30 in the morning to do a marketing plan. I don't remember you getting up at 5:30 in the morning to call billboard companies in Vegas to find out what the dimensional structures were for the advertisements that are going to be going up. I don't even remember you doing any of that. I remember you being miserable, and then I remembered you being excited to get up on Saturdays and go do this. And he's like, why don't you just do it full time? And I was like, oh, we're going to take a major pay cut. And he's like, so do it. So that's the moment. That was really the moment. It was that moment of choosing happiness. Like, are we living on a budget? Hey, yes, we living on a budget. Are we not going and doing vacations right now? We ain't going nowhere. But I wake up every day. I get to do this. I love what I do. I love being able to do this and share with you guys and teach and instruct and learn and make friends. I love having the opportunity to review things and share with you guys stuff that's worked for me. I love making silly videos. I love being ridiculous on Whatnot on Tuesdays and dressing up in a new costume. I freaking love it. So I have chosen this unglamorous, not financially rewarding, super rewarding yet, paying the bills, squeaking by life. I will take that over sitting behind a desk at my 9-to-5 job, which is always just over broke, and dealing with it. I get an opportunity to learn while I earn, and I get an opportunity to have fun doing it. So I think it's not really an exact moment, it's an exact feeling. It's being able to choose happiness, and that's what I chose. My son just texted me. So my son and I are always on this weird wavelength. I was really young when I had him, and so I was a wild child. I know, surprise. And so we just are really super close. Like I don't know, we're super close. We're in the same generation. I know. What? Anyways, he just sent me a message and was like, Val Kilmer died. It's like, I know, baby. I know. That's so yesterday. Oh my goodness, poor Val. Poor Val. All right, next up, what do we got? Anyways, thanks for asking that. Miss M shirt. I know. Hey, Miss M-I. Because I can't say that word. I like it. When did you start full-time? So I have been full-time since I would say full-time consistently since September time. Before that, I was more of a dabbler. I spent about 5 months recovering from a really severe injury. So I didn't do a whole lot. I did as much as I could, but I completely crushed my back. And so I was living at the pool doing physical therapy, and I was on a walker. So there was not a whole lot of working at that time. Burned through the savings, unfortunately. But, you got to do what you got to do. So I would say September is really kind of when I fully went full-time and started committing. I started my TikTok actually doing that. I had put up a few TikToks before that, but really inconsistently. September 1st of this last year, I started doing these 30-day pushes where I would say, okay, I'm going to come on TikTok. I don't know if anyone's ever going to watch this, but I'm going to hold myself accountable. And so I started doing that. And I was only getting maybe 3 to 5 items up a day. That was the most I could do at the time. And of course, that's multiplied to many more than that now. But just by doing it consistently, I got a little bit faster at it. So I would say probably September is a fair way to say that's when I was full-time. I know, so crazy. You're gonna do a show next week? Ah! Make sure you let me know when. You gotta come on here and let everybody know, God. I am a retired psychologist now, reselling full-time. Don't know if I can pull it off. Renee, you can do anything you set your mind to. I truly, literally believe that. If you put in the time and the work and the effort and you're cool with sucking at the beginning, and you're cool with it not being fast at the beginning, and you're cool with the grind and prioritizing your time. You know, I don't play video games as much as I used to. I was like a hardcore gamer girl, and I don't play those as much as I used to. I don't watch as much TV. I don't do as much of those little leisurely things. Worth it? Totally worth it. Totally worth that time investment. So, Renee, you can do it. I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Yeah, you're welcome. You're 35. It's too late for you. I'm about to turn 48 years old. So it is not too late for you by any means. It is almost my birthday and I'm going to be 48. So if I'm not too old, you're not too old. You're welcome. Zombie Taco, what's going on? Okay, so next thing we've got here, we are over on Poshmark. This is a 2009 Eddie Bauer denim shirt, a little pearl snap. It's nothing fancy, it's kind of basic, but it sold for $16 over on Poshmark. I was originally asking $20 for it. I don't sell anything on Poshmark, or let me rephrase that. I don't list any, I know, thank you, I appreciate it. I don't list anything under $20 over on Poshmark. And the reason I don't is because if I put it at $20, that way when I get offers, it will never go, I'll never send an offer out or accept an offer less than $16. And the reason I don't want it to go below 16 is because over on Poshmark, they're going to charge you $3. If you go under that 15 or below, they're going to automatically charge you a $3 fee. So now you're making $12 on that item that you listed for, like, say $18. You've now lost $6 of that profit. And so for me, I put everything, if it's close to 20 or it's going to, let's say it's 18, I mark it up to 20. And that way, when I send offers out, I will never accept less than 16. Kato says, you have to have a good eye. Yeah, I think it's something you learn. So when I first was doing this, I was only doing hard goods. Because like I said, I was selling this stuff from when my mom passed. And so I didn't have a lot of experience with brands. So I dress the exact same way today that I have since I was like 16 or 17 years old. Punky, rocky style, band t-shirt, usually a little pair of shorts. I wear my Telex or I wear my Kurus. I just wear the same clothes. I've always worn the same clothes. I have hoodies and t-shirts that I have worn since, the 90s. And so I just didn't have a lot of experience with styles. I didn't know what Eddie Bauer was. I didn't know what Ralph Lauren Polo was. I knew Levi's were jeans, but I've never really purchased a pair. I couldn't have told you if Nikes were real or not. I didn't know what Clarks were. I didn't know what Hey Dudes were. I didn't know what Vuori was. I didn't know any brands. I have an eye for Y2K and I have an eye for vintage because it's what I wear. But other than that, I didn't know any of it. How I learned this was watching videos. So I have spent probably 10,000 hours watching people like Chris at Peak, K-Way, Surf, Bearded, Thrifting Treasures, Ethan Banks, Wild and Almost Free, Kelsey Mellow State, Tuition Ain't Cheap. I mean, all of these people, I have watched so many hundreds and thousands of hours of videos. And what I do, and I've done this for a really long time now, is when I am watching videos, I text myself the names of the brands that people are doing. So when people are doing like Bolo brands, I just watched Liv, right? The hip fish this morning. From her this morning, I learned about Daniel Cremu, Stetson Rowan, Marcus Pierce, Tekavas, Barrel Apparel, Rag & Bone, if inexpensive, Rolas, and G-Star, which I already knew about G-Star, but those are all the things just in one video today. If you go back and you look at all of my text to myself, it is all brands. So that way when I am out sourcing and I come across stuff, I can just so easily type in like, what did we just say? Like Rhone. I can type in a brand and what it'll do is it'll pop up a thing that says that I messaged myself that. That lets me know that that's something to look for. That's how I learned. So I agree with you. I think having a good eye is important, but I think anyone can learn how to do this. It's just a matter of how much time are you willing to invest into learning those brands. these are the only videos I watch, guys. I'm not watching cute cat videos. I'm not watching funny meme videos. I am literally watching sourcing videos on what brands to look for and then texting myself that. So, God, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, we all inspire each other. That is for sure. You are so welcome. What do you think about offering free shipping? I don't do free shipping, so for me, I think back in the day, I think that free shipping was definitely North Carolina. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head like a helicopter. This is going to Goldie in North Carolina. When I first, or I shouldn't say when I think when eBay was first kind of selling clothing or selling things, I think offering the free shipping was clutch. I think a lot of people did that as like a way to entice people. But because if you offer free shipping, you now have to mark your price up. A lot of people, when they go and shop for items, they shop and they sort by least expensive in shipping to most expensive. So if you're doing free shipping, but your item costs more because of the fact you're doing free shipping, your item, if it's sorted like that, is going to end up at the bottom. I don't think free shipping, and this is just my opinion, opinions are like armpits, everyone has them and they generally stink. But I feel like free shipping doesn't entice people on those platforms as much as it used to. Now, TT Shop, different story. Smile Amazon, getting things for free, different story. You kind of almost expect it there. But I think because so fewer people are doing free shipping on eBay and stuff like that, I don't think it's as important as it was. Now, there are certain instances. Now, if I've got an item and there's 300 of them listed, and 280 people are offering free shipping, I better offer free shipping and maybe lower my price just a smeagol. But it is such a rare occurrence. Maybe if it's a tiny little micro item, I may build that into the price a little bit, but I just don't do it. For me, I don't see the benefit as much. And I like to make money on my shipping. So I like to use Pirate Ship. I like to make that dollar on my shipping because it generally covers the cost of my item because I do source at garage sales. Research different app sites, see what's selling. Exactly, Kato, that's a great point. So if you guys go into eBay or you go in and you look and you type in like men's fashion, you can see what's selling. You can look and see the top sellers. You can see what brands are selling the best. I am constantly looking up aesthetics, like trending aesthetics today, trending aesthetics for fall, trending aesthetics for Easter, up and coming advice on trends. Like you can look through those things and start to kind of get an eye for what's going to be popular or what trends are starting to come in. It's how I can see that emo is going to make a comeback. Knock on wood, guys, we're going to look back at this video. I'm telling you, pick up emo stuff. It is going to come back. Right now, we're still doing the 90s thing. We're doing Ed Hardy. We're doing Y2K. We're doing all of that stuff. We're doing Western. It is going to end up migrating into emo. The most popular years for emo were 2005, 2006. We are now going to be at that 20-year mark. It is going to come back with a vengeance. It is going to come back very, very, very hard. Coley! Coley's here. Coley's one of my favorite people. Coley comes in and tips me at WN shows. She does that, and it helps me to buy more costumes to have more fun with all y'all. How do you calculate shipping? That's a really, really good question. So, because I sell clothing, I sell a lot of stuff that it's almost the exact same all the time. So, I know that if I sell, by the way, fire, banger, ridiculous, vintage, can you even? But I know if I sell this t-shirt, it's going to cost me, it's going to be about $5.99 to ship it. It's going to be anywhere between $4.67 to $4.89 to ship this, depending on where I ship it in the country. So if I do a t-shirt, I do it at $5.99. If I do a sweatshirt, another fire, little vintage Michigan Wolverines, if I send this, I know that it's going to cost me anywhere between $7.98 and $8.49 to ship this. So I'm going to charge $8.99 for this. If I ship out this right here, long sleeve flannel, I know that it's going to be a long sleeve. It's probably going to be over a pound. It's going to cost anywhere between $6.47 and $7.14 to ship this. So I usually do these at $6.99. Once in a while I lose 2 cents, but not always. I don't want to do $8.99 on these. So you just kind of know. All jeans I ship for $8.99. Shoes I do either $10.99, $12.99. Blankets I do $15.99, and my big huge items I do $23.99. How did I figure this out? I got a notebook and I literally wrote down the weights. So 0 to 8 ounces would cost me this amount of money to send it to New York, and this amount of money to send it to Washington State, which are the furthest kind of places from me. Next thing, 9 ounces to 15 ounces would cost me this amount to send it to here and this amount to send it to here. And then I just did the averages. If you go into Pirate Ship, you can click on rates and you can figure all of that out for yourself, because depending on where you live. And then I just had that I just had my little cheat sheet note with me. So at the beginning, when I was learning weights and learning all of that, I would have to just reference it. Now I don't have to do that anymore, but over time you just get better at it. I can remember watching a video that Surf did a million years ago and talking about this. And somebody was like, well, how would you know how much to charge for that? How would you know what weight to put in with that? And he said, I've shipped so many of these and I've done so many of them. I literally know exactly how much they weigh. And I remember him saying that, and I remember being like, oh my God, how would you ever memorize all that? You just do. You put in the time and you just get it. Yeah, D, what's up? Sales are good. Yeah, we had a super busy little beginning of the month. I think we're shipping out like how many we shipped out today? I think we are shipping out like maybe 12 or 13 things from yesterday, so not too bad. Alex Goals, yes. DW, what are you doing, DW? What's going on? Megan, good to see you. Alex with the 2 X's. 51 and starting. Kelly, that's my girl. You and I went to high school together. We were hanging out. We were watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and wearing our British Knights and acid wash jeans with tall bangs and feathered sides. That's what we were doing. All right, we're going to ship this out here. This is going to go here. And then let's pop over to Mercari. I think we got one thing on Mercari. Kind of something a little bit random here. That is a story of Mercari. When people say to me, what sells on Mercari? I always say, imagine a conveyor belt at Target. It's literally going to be like milk, t-shirt, diapers, foot cream, bananas, cereal, headband. It's all of like the most random things always sell for me on Mercari. So these were 3 vintage patches, a little YMCA Indian Guides patch, and then 2 vintage military patches is what's sold over on Mercari. Like I said, it's always the world's most random things that sell over there. So we're just going to put this in our little bag here and ship this on its way. This person's getting a cute little pair of mittens moving right along. I found a 2005 Children of Bottom tee at Goodwill. Children of Bottom. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is, but 2005, that's vintage, baby. I was like, wait, we did. I didn't know we went to, no. We didn't. Aquanet all the way, baby. Aquanet and Salon Selectives. Ooh, in the pink bottle. With the blow dryer. I mean, I'm still doing my bangs up. I can't get over it. Mercari's still my best-selling platform. Still working on that eBay and Posh. See, that's what's so great about this, guys, is I can say that I sell hardly anything on Mercari. We got Alex over here that's like, it's my best-selling platform. Anybody can do this, guys. You just got to find your niche. You got to find your niche. You got to find the things that are going to sell for you. So we're going to go ahead and ship this out. Would you flood your store with Goodwill bin items if you can't afford the racks? Heck yeah, I would. Dude, the stuff I was selling in the beginning, I was selling some because like I said, it was all my mom's like old decor stuff, and my grandpa, when he had passed, all of his like weird stuff that no one in the family wanted went into my mom's shed. So when my mom passed, I ended up inheriting that as well. This is going to Pastor's Used Books in Texas. So when I first started, it was like I was selling some crazy stuff. I was selling like $2 decor little things. I was selling like $6 items. I was selling, $3 troll dolls and plush, anything that I had that my mom had kept. My grandpa, like I said, I had a bunch of his stuff. So I had like little old vintage light bulbs that were worth like $4. I was selling anything and everything because I knew that what I needed in order to get, because like I said, I used to do marketing, so I understand like SEOs and stuff, search engine optimization. Like, so I know how it works, and I know that a site is going to reward people that are consistently listing, consistently selling, and that have enough reviews, that have made enough sales, all of these milestones that you need to get, right? So I was willing to sell anything and everything. I would have taken losses on stuff. And I'm not saying for you to do that. I mean, this is your business. You got to do you. But I knew I needed reviews. I knew I needed sales. I knew I needed to look like a legit store. And so for me, I wanted to do that as fast as I could. I am a very impatient person. I have severe and insane ADHD, as you can see. I like things to go fast. I have zero patience for things. I cannot wait in a line. Like, go, let's go, let's go, let's go, right? And so that's what I did with this business, is I just like put my foot on the pedal to the metal, and I was like, I want to get as many reviews as I can. I want to sell as many things as I can. And so that's what I would encourage you to do. Shop at the bins. You are looking at a girl right here that literally sources at garage sales. I go to a thrift store. I have a little honey hole thrift store I go to like every 3 weeks. I'm going to start doing live WN shows from thrift stores. But it's garage sales. That's it. It's garage sales, yard sales, church sales, rummage sales. So I'm paying $1. There is nothing wrong with sourcing at the bins and listing that stuff. I think that's amazing. Rave number 3 was the best. Mama Havoc, that is in the blue bottle. Thank you very much. I remember that. Mercari's been slow. Posh has been picking up. I get low brawlers on eBay, so I'm over it. Letty, you can set... what I really like about eBay is you can actually set a thing over there to not accept orders below a certain percentage of the price. So let's say I want to sell this coffee cup for $10. I do not want to take anything less than $8. I can put this on my listing that no one can send me an offer for under $8. It will help you to stop the low balls. If you need to know how to do that, there's, I bet, a million videos on YouTube about it. Very, very simple, very easy to do. You can do it from a desktop all at once with all of your listings. Literally make it so people can't send you low balls over there, and boom, problem solved. Erin, what are you doing? Erin, by the way, you looked so pretty on that live the other night. I didn't want to say anything and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to embarrass her while I'm, but no, maybe you'll see this. I hope this isn't embarrassing. You looked so pretty the other night. Like, your skin looked really good. Your hair looked really good. You just looked really nice. So I wanted to give you a compliment. You looked great. Annie says, really good finds at the bins. No one would know you're sourcing there. Exactly. Nobody knows. I'm not like, long sleeve Wrangler shirt. Had to dig through 3 giant boxes of wet garbage to find this. Underneath 2 old pairs of shoes, and the lady was a total jerk at her garage sale. Like, I'm not writing that. None of that's going in there. It doesn't matter where it came from. What matters is you're able to make a profit and give something a second life. Opal says, I was like, damn. Yeah, you looked really good. I wish our bins were closer. I'd be there every day. I know, Mom. I'm the same way. It'd be a truck to the bins. Although, like I said, I've been so nervous to go to them. I'm so nervous, you guys. I'm just like, I get such bad social anxiety. So I don't know. It's different when I'm on here with y'all, because it's just like I'm in my room. But when I'm in a group of people, Southern, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, so this is going in there. Okay, I think that might be it for us today, you guys. So I think we sold about 13 items yesterday. So not a super bad day. I'll take it. I'm happy with it. And we had a great Whatnot show last night, so that was super great. And thank you to everyone that came out. Also, guys, a couple little side notes. Make sure you go into do me a flavor. All I'm asking for a flavor. This is a free flavor. If you guys have WN, I put a whole bunch of more shows up. So if you go into our WN and you go to my shows right here, I went ahead and put a whole bunch of placeholder shows in here. Would you guys do me a huge favor and just go in there and bookmark them? Even if you're not sure if you can make it, even if you're like, oh, but my budget's not good, I can't afford anything. Just by you guys bookmarking these, it tells Whatnot to push the show out. And so it really does help me. So number 1, I would appreciate that. Number 2, if you guys haven't already subscribed to our YouTube, I know God has, because God's been so amazing and has been going in and watching playlists of our stuff, because y'all know I'm trying to get monetized. We are a full entrepreneur family now, because Justin's job position was dissolved. So we are full-time resellers. And so if you go into our channel, NiceComps right here, if you can subscribe, I am going to be putting all of our shorts and everything up over there. So if you want to see garage sale stuff, long form videos, long form thrifting, short form, all of that is going to be going up over on YT. My TT is going to be focused on doing these lives with you guys and also working on getting, reselling stuff up as well, but also focusing on the TikTok shop. I like it. It's interesting. I have a whole bunch of items that I've been trying that I either like. I have something I got that I don't like, so I won't be doing a video on it. But moving right along. So I appreciate it, you guys, so much. I am very, 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 very happy to see you. Letty says, whatnot's been dangerous for me. I've been swiping like crazy, but I found some good stuff. That's amazing. I love that. Remember your parents getting mad because everything in the bathroom got coated with hairspray? Okay, true story, Coley. When we moved out of the house on my River Road house, it's a house I grew up on. When my mom went to wash the bathroom, the wall behind us was like this old school like laminate. It had like little floral flowers on it. My mom said when she went to wash that, she took the rag and went across it, and she said it was just sheets of gooey hairspray. She said it was a section that was about this big from all of those years of so crazy. Yeah, what God said, you guys can click the playlist too on that over on YouTube. If you've got a device and you're not doing anything with it, just click the playlist and it'll play through and help me get hours too. I know I sound probably desperate asking for it, and I kind of am. I'm trying to get my hours over there. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right, you guys. Hey, I appreciate all of your love and time and care and all of your words of encouragement. Hopefully you guys learned a little something today. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys. Bold says, excited to see you try and grow a TikTok shop. I'm going to try, you guys. And here's the thing. If I can do it and we can actually make a little bit of money with it, it just goes to show that it's not too late to try it. Because I'm literally brand new. Like brand spanking new. And so if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? Because I'm just starting out doing it. So let's show we can do all these things. Let's show that we can be awesome resellers and accomplish the world. So, all right, thanks you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day, and I'll see you guys back on probably tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody.